Open the hearing for the Hanson Board of Health meeting today, Tuesday, November 18th, 4 p.m. Held in the second floor hearing room, Hanson Town Hall, 542 Liberty Street. Present Kevin Perkins and Eileen Diaz. Absent Peter Butler. First order of business is approved Board of Health minutes from October 14th, 2025.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Okay, I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next item on the agenda is the 3-month health agent review. Why don't we
I was going to say move that and just take care of the other?
We'll move that to the end, see if Peter shows up. If he doesn't, then we'll deal with that.
That's fine.
So we'll pass over that for now. The next item was well permit for 200 McQuon Street.
Yep, and they did end up sending in everything that was required.
That we needed.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have an application for Joseph Curran, 200 McQuon Street for a potable well. The well installer is Clearwater Pump and Well Service out of Stoughton. Looks like they have conservation approval, treasurer collector approval. We have a plan here, proposed well plan drawn by Morse Engineering. And this was a new construction home?
Yes. I think they're tearing a house down and putting a new one up.
So it's a new construction home. It's current foundation or structure on the property. And it looks like the potable well, the proposed location is 27 feet off of the nearest property line. And they are showing 98 feet from the septic tank. Minimum required is 50. And then they are 110 feet away from the leaching area with a minimum requirement of 100. So
we don't know if they're close to any of the neighbors.
Was that the question for
yes.
you? Yes. Okay, so they hadn't
So
located
there's a plan.
A second plan?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I do have another plan here.
Yeah, and it shows.
This is a smaller version of that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So it looks like they located the house next door at number 200A, McQuon Street, and they're showing 216 feet.
So it's only has to be 100.
Yep. So they're 216 feet away from the proposed location. That's
more than adequate.
Yep. Do we have any questions on this? Gil, did you have any questions or comments?
No, I know that it's in the back lots of McQuon Pond there.
Yep.
And that other house is like a couple hundred yards away or something.
Yeah, it looked like I looked it up on the map, so it looked like there was kind of a shared driveway or something.
Yeah,
there was
shared
a couple houses
driveway,
off that.
yeah.
It was set way back. Yep.
Yeah.
And they're not that close to the pond, I take it.
No, they're not.
Conservation.
Yeah, I mean, conservation
It's fine up on it, so.
Yeah.
Yep, on the application it was, yes, it was signed off, it looks like, by conservation approval. Frank had signed that off, and then treasurer collector had approved that application, so.
All right, I will move that we approve the well permit for 200 McQuon Street.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor? Aye?
Aye. And they know we need an as-built.
Yes, and that will be contingent on receiving an as-built, correct?
Okay.
Yep.
Does he have to sign?
We sign down the bottom.
I think both of you sign it.
Okay. Yeah, there is 3 spots.
Yeah.
All right, and then we had one septic plan for 144 Woodbine Ave, prepared by Webby Engineering.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was looking for it. You handed it to him.
Incoming.
Okay.
We have the rest of the application.
Oh, no.
He has it. Oh.
I don't.
Okay, so we have an application for a repair to a septic system for
Thank you.
144 Woodbine Ave. This plan was drawn on October 29th. It was revised on November 12th. per comments. They are looking for one variance. They're looking for a 1 foot reduction to groundwater from 5 feet to 4 feet. So
That's it?
1,500 gallon tank, 3 concrete chambers with stone, and yeah, it looks like they're looking for a groundwater reduction so they don't have, so they can alleviate a pump system.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty standard. Let me just check.
I'm assuming this is,
There's no conservation comments. 11/4/25.
so he didn't,
That was from conservation.
no.
Yep.
But I mean, it's like you, if he just signed it and there were no comments, we would know that?
Yep. Yeah, so it looks like the review was done on 10/8/2025. There was a couple notations, spot grades, and a couple spot grades for finish grading, and some elevation corrections. It was 4 small edits,
And they were done?
and they were done on 11/12.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the septic plan for 144 Woodbine Avenue.
Okay, I'll second that. All in favor? Aye.
Well, thank you very much.
Make sure I get that back the way I got it.
So that's it for new business. Old unfinished business. Do we have any updates or any discussion on the transfer station?
The contract is pretty much complete. I just have to send it to the new company to have them review it, which I will do tomorrow morning. Town council has already looked at it a few times. That's about it.
Aren't we doing the changeover in a couple weeks?
28th, right?
You knew that?
Yeah, I was absent that meeting, but yes.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
working-
Gil's been handling that.
Working the
portion of it.
scheduling.
Oh, yeah, no, because I happened to be up there and they said to me they're doing it the day after Thanksgiving, which I'm glad we were closed.
Well, yeah, that's why it was planned that day, yeah.
For change over for the equipment, you're saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so Gil's been handling that portion of it.
So is the other company picking their stuff up on Wednesday?
Yeah, they're giving a schedule, they picked up, so I didn't bring it with me. They'll have their stuff out for the
Wednesday, and then
So.
Thursday it has a minute to air out, and then we'll get new stuff. Hopefully they do what they're supposed to do.
There's a couple, they've taken it out over a couple different days,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, a couple of different days.
Yeah. They're taking a couple like on the 22nd and then a couple on,
Which makes sense,
yep. Did you
instead of doing it all in one day.
Did you confirm that with them?
Yeah, I haven't heard from Mowbray yet, but yeah.
Gil, do you want to go into your agent report and then you can touch base too on these 2 emails, one from town council?
Yes,
on,
well, I was going to start with,
and then you also
yeah,
have this other one from regarding Dollar Tree.
yeah, just trying to keep everybody informed. There's a lot happening out there and people asking questions, so I thought maybe, send some information to you guys as far as, what we have going. The Fetch barbecue place is open and it's doing pretty well. We all went there. What it is an indoor wood-fired smoker, which is not common around here at this present time. Everything's worked out well. The fire department's been there. It's been explained to us how it works, how it operates. Only has like 2 or 3 logs. It meets all the requirements of fire, health, and everything else. So he's doing pretty good. Everybody's pretty happy with it. Hopefully it's going to work out all right. The previous tenant was not very nice of them, but they've all been rebuilt. The floor's been rebuilt and everything, so it's looking pretty good. So you've gotten there. What I got coming up new is, I'm not sure if one of the members want to get involved with this, is South Shore Stars.
Sorry.
South Shore Stars. They're coming to Hanson at Camp Rainbow Camp and they're going to go through the process of possibly taking it over for 2 months, and they'll start the permits as far as the state and stuff. Department of Public Health, there's different services. They have to, like a DESI type school system type thing, they have to go through. It's going to be like a 6-month period. Hopefully they'll have everything in place by July 1st. So they're going to take it July 1st to August 30th. So it's going to be a long process. They have a camp out in the western part of the state, and so they're going to partner up with Rainbow Camp and bring the camp out there. There's special kids and stuff like that, and they expect 250 to 300 kids. I've sent the outline of what they're going to do to the police chief, fire chief, everybody, getting everybody involved. Rainbow Camp this is going to help Rainbow Camp out a lot. It's going to make the camp accurate and more effective for the people at the south that use it. And hopefully they're going to tie up all that extra land that Rainbow Camp's been trying to sell. So it's going to be a good thing for the town. Like I say, expect 250 to 300 kids at this thing. They're a non-profit organization. They work from grants from the state and everything, so it's kind of really good. Going back to 195 Pleasant Street, we had a tenant complaint on that. Went back there with the building department. The house was purchased. We met with a guy. The house was purchased as a investment. He didn't realize the responsibility of the landlord, so I went back there with the building inspector. I gave him the Attorney General's guidance on landlords and tenants. I gave him a copy of that. I gave him a copy of the housing code, what he has to do as far as renting a property to people with children and stuff. We went there. The first thing I noticed, there was absolutely no screens on the house at all. There was no screens. They had to have full locking screens, and also they got a couple of decks. Some of the balance poles were missing, and a couple of gates were not quite well. So right now we have like 3 or 4 housing issues taking place that we're working with. Again today, the American Legion pops up. I had a meeting. We were down at the TA's office, and the district commander for the American Legion came out on numerous complaints. We discussed with the town administrator what was taking place. I called the American Legion, immediate inspection right away. They were there within 45 minutes. We opened it up. He went through everything he went through. There is no kitchen there, but we did miss. There's an ice machine in one of the rooms that they use for surplus ice, so that should have been expected. We were not made aware of that, and then possibly there should have been a hand sink there.
Is there a hand sink behind the bar? Because that was the only one thing that I thought we didn't check.
So they're going to do a portable hand sink. Okay. Other than that, he's pretty much squared away that. I made some notes there. I've got to do like a report kind of, because I know the person complaining is going to ask about these inspections we're doing. So.
I've noticed that since we went out, because we went together, there were no more phone calls as far as I know, because I never got any more phone calls.
Well, that's supposedly stopped. It's being discussed with the potential complainant and the veterans agent to help eliminate all this stuff.
And I don't know if you got more phone calls after that weekend. No. We went out, and I think I didn't call anybody. I didn't say anything, but the call stopped.
Yep. Yeah. So it's in the hands of the district. They're going to meet with people and put an end to it, like you said. So
now we can sign the correct one.
So
I was making sure you're paying attention. You are.
So I'm not sure if there's going to be any action by the other board as far as that particular thing. What else we got here? The Dollar Tree. You've all gotten the information on that. This was closed for 3 or 4 days.
Did you send information?
Yeah. Oh, you got information, pictures and stuff?
No.
I'd gotten an email, I think, from you. Or we had talked about it, I forget.
Oh, so.
I mean, I know about it, but I never got an email.
Yeah, no, I was definitely aware of it. I forget if Gil, if we talked about that in person or if you had sent me an email. But I
did send emails out because I know because there was going to be a press release, and they decided not on a press release, and this What it is, it was an absolute danger as far as the fire department went. The fire load on the store is absolutely horrendous. They've contacted the property owner, North Star Realty. They've contacted Dollar Tree corporate. No trucks are to make any deliveries to Dollar Tree for at least another 3 or 4 weeks. The building is overstacked. The uneven packages were like 9 feet in the air throughout the whole back of the building. They have thrown out a lot of food. The fire department's taking the lead on this. There's been no contamination of anything. I never realized they carry a lot of automotive stuff there. They sell oil, they sell gas pep, they sell stable, so power steering fluid. So they separated all that. We had one incident, they had one bottle of bleach break because everything's stacked. I don't know if the cardboard has a crush proof thing, like they say, proof for what the cardboard can handle. Everything is so disarray there. We figure it's going to probably take another month for them to get things squared away. They've had people there. They had an inspection Friday by the fire department, and he's going to let them stay open. The main thing is to get the shelves stocked with the food. People are trying to get to the food, and we're trying to help that. Help them, make them work fast on the food, because the food pantry's getting overrun because a lot of people depend on that place for food. So that's all under control of the fire department, like I said. The realty company owns it. Corporate Dollar Tree has been notified. This is the other stack. They said they brought it down. They said they brought it down quick, but you're still
in the back?
Still 8 feet. Still 8 feet in the air.
They need to bring it down to 0.
So,
And this was the same problem we had with them in the past.
far greater. Far greater.
So it hasn't
It's
gotten
never been this
worse.
bad.
It's gotten worse. It's gotten a lot worse. And this is why the fire department really took the ball here and run with it, because it's dangerous. They consider it critical. Because the fire load is so great. There's, whatever it is, space that's left in the room. There's so much space left in the room, so it's called the fire load. Because it went up 9 feet in the air. So that's pretty much under control. Like I said, corporate, they tried to sneak a truck in last week, but it got stopped. So they cannot, the Board of Health and Fire Department has to sign off in order for Dollar Tree to take another load. Yeah, I thought I sent everybody that because there's some other information. Because the town wanted to do a press release on it, and Robbie O'Brien wanted to nix it. So
Yeah, I can see that.
we're
Then
just-
you question, when you tell them it's closed down, people think that the food is going to make them sick, and then they won't go back there and shop, when it's really overcrowding and not stocking stuff properly. It's not that the food's contaminated.
So the night of the 12th, we had a fire at 1479 Main Street. It was a minor fire. It's a good thing the building was sprinkled. Someone was sleeping, they knocked a candle, the apartment caught on fire.
What building is that?
That's Baracas there across from, diagonally across from Middlebrook, the older condos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's like an 8-unit building. Yeah.
Yeah, so the building inspector, the line inspector handled the apartment upstairs. I was in the apartment downstairs. Water came down the walls and stuff. The wire inspector checked the box, and I tried to get him to come back because the water was coming down the walls and coming across the living room. So at that point in time, we told the owner that they couldn't stay there. They could not stay overnight in that apartment. They had to leave.
I don't understand why people still don't understand that you can't leave candles where they can start fires.
We have a couple of stupid fires. We've had probably 3 or 4 stupid fires in the town of Hanson. We had another fire. I didn't go to the fire. It's on West Washington Street.
Candle?
No, batteries, charging batteries in a closet, power batteries in a closet. I didn't go to that one. The building inspector went to that one. He had a closet, and he had electric tools, the batteries for electric tools, like Milwaukee tools and big batteries.
Yeah.
He was charging them in a closet. Something happened. The house caught on fire.
And I do mine on the kitchen counter. It would never occur to me.
We had like 3 or 4 fires. We had. I didn't go to like the house on High Street. Burnt. It wasn't bad. He put the fire out himself, but
Preventable, I guess I should say.
So,
Things that you would assume people know by now, and
Yeah.
ways to prevent it.
I thought I started sending more stuff out to you because I think it's getting to the point that, you know, with the amount of calls that are going around between different people, that if you're have knowledge of it ahead of time, that, you know, things that we're doing. We have Tuesday meetings, every Tuesday, fire department, building inspector, conservation, and town administrator. We have several businesses in town that are out of compliance. We have like three multifamily homes that are being reviewed. I think probably now, with like probably there's 5 that are being re-reviewed as far as multifamily and how they started there. So that's one of the things that we're working on. We have like 300 apartments in the town of Hanson. And now they do, I think their building has to do every 5 years in a multifamily or something like that, inspection, 3 to 5 years. And the code has changed for sprinklers on units over 3. Units over 3 have to be sprinkled now, so that's what they're working on. But on the end of all these other houses and business and stuff, I think that we all have a different part of what we do here, and we combine it in these meetings on Tuesdays. So that's a lot of it in a nutshell, but you'll see more things going through. You'll probably see more. I swear I sent all the stuff as far as Dollar Tree to you people, so. There was one other one that you. No, I guess that'll be it. Every week or so I'll send something out because there's a lot of activity happening in Hanson. Did I say that? Working with a Speedway. Mary Lou's is going to take over Speedway hopefully in the next couple of months. They're going to be doing fit up, and probably they're finishing the store in Rockland. They figure another month they'll be starting a fit up at Speedway.
So they'll get rid of the food and just do coffee shop?
They do have some food.
They food, yes. Mary Lou's has food.
No, but I mean Speedway. Speedway, didn't they have like groceries and then there was a coffee shop in the back of the corner?
Dunkin' Donuts was in
Dunkin'
there.
Donuts.
Right, but yeah, but so I'm wondering, are they still doing that, or is Mary Lou's taking over the whole?
No, they're just
Building.
taking over where Dunkin' Donuts
Okay.
was. That spot there and the cooler there. So they've been pretty good as far as, you know, they want to make sure everything goes smoothly. And that's what we're trying to do between fire and building. We want to help make sure the transition to some of these places is smooth. So that's about it, I think. But I wish, just check your email out. Like trying to send
I
stuff
will.
out to you.
Yes, I definitely.
You know, because a lot of people were asking questions about the Dollar Tree.
Why they were closed.
You know, why they were closed and the hours were shut down. Because the first day we shut them down right away. They were shut down right away.
I heard that somebody got stuck in there in a wheelchair.
The person got stuck and the boxes came down off the U-boat or something. So that's what, you know, precipitated all this with the fire department. So. So check your email because I think I'll send blurbs or something. I think there's a lot of things happening in Hanson that because people I know, people says, well, what are you doing here? What are you doing there? So I think probably a little bit better communication here because, you know, people are talking to the other boards and stuff too. So a lot of these things happen, but. And there's a lot of, which I'm not getting involved in a lot. We do have a lot of conflicts with zoning issues and stuff. I was going to give you an example, but I don't think it's. Like the zoning issues, I just get informed what's going on there. I really don't get involved in some of it. Some of the multifamily stuff, yes.
Is the multifamily stuff new?
Yeah, but there's something with the codes or something. The building commissioner has to inspect every so many years or something. I'm not exactly sure. And the fire department's getting involved with the new code, the fire sprinkler code.
Okay.
So they get involved
Well,
in that
because
stuff.
what makes me, on Spring Street, that building, it's got the 17 units in it. They used to call it the solar house.
Oh, that one there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in there a few times. That is
Whitman
that is
Street?
sprinkled.
Whitman Street.
Yes, I've had like 3 issues there. Yes, I think I spoke about that in the past few months ago. That yes, there's issues there. Health issues, they're kind of minor, but they had a fire. And one night there was a fire. That was that one.
It was a candle, wasn't it?
The laundry, the laundry was one thing, and it draws us all out. And then it's hard to say. One time, this person had an incident in his room, and we were all out there, and unbeknownst to us, it was kind of weird. The person was not a nice person, I guess. So.
A lot of them around. You'd think they would ban candles in a place that size.
Oh, that one, his laundry started the fire, and that.
I thought there was a candle fire.
Because there was 2 fires.
I thought one you told me was a candle.
Maybe it was
I could be wrong.
because the
I
sprinkler.
thought that's what you told me.
The apartment was so filthy. It was just,
I don't know if I was a landlord, but I'd be happy if somebody burned my place down because of a candle. But
it's working out pretty good, I think, as far as what the meetings we have and stuff, and because now I'm able to have direct contact with town council and things now instead of waiting for the board of selectmen or the TA to say okay. So these incidents that are taking place. And, I'm glad we're going to have some new business coming to town and stuff. So.
On this inspection list,
Mhm.
this is current.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's some handwritten ones in there.
So,
Yeah.
Fetch Barbecue, that inspection was done, right? That just needs to go in here.
for when I'm opening, because they just opened.
Yeah, that's in there.
There's no date on it. I just didn't know if it just
Hold
didn't
on,
put
maybe
it, that's all.
I probably did it here. Maybe didn't remember to put it there. Hold on. $10.21 opening inspection. Is it not written there?
No, it's blank. That's fine. I'm just curious on some
I
of
thought I
these.
wrote them all down.
Because some of these I don't see a date for 25. That's why I'm asking.
There's a few that's not done in 25 that I'm doing is trying to finish off the 25 and catch up as far as 25, 26.
Like Camp Kawani has no date.
Yeah, Camp Corey has no dates. It's like maybe 12 or something.
One,
We had a count the other day.
Awestruck Suites, Camp Kawani, Catering Boss, Damien's, Dollar Tree, Food Pantry, Senior Center, J&R's Tavern, Heidi's, Mike's House of Pizza, Hitching Post, Sandy's Coffee, Sausage Homemade, Sydney Stuffed.
And then Shaw's, it was inspected on January this year.
January 25th.
Yeah, Shaw's,
January
Shaw's,
21st.
I haven't finished the inspection on that because of renovation and stuff. That'll probably be next week sometime. They did the whole renovation in there. The
Well, I mean, you could
kiosk-
still do an inspection and then you could probably put whatever can't be done as part of the renovation on the
Yeah.
following inspection.
Because like that one there, they did all the refrigeration units over and stuff. They did a bunch of stuff around.
But just because of remodeling doesn't mean we shouldn't do the inspection, Gil.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, so all of those have not, so we're in November
Yeah.
and none of those have been done this year that you just named off?
As far as I know, yeah.
Is that,
Mhm.
so that's the other sheet there, okay. Yeah.
That's what
That's-
I'm looking,
it's-
that's what I'm looking
Yeah.
at, Gil. There's no date
Yeah.
for Camp Kawani, Catering Boss. So this year, we're in November. We're in the 11th month of the
Yeah.
year. and they're supposed to be done twice a year.
Yep.
And we haven't done them.
So I am catching up on those and re-catching up on the 25, 26.
You're almost a year that you haven't inspected these. I wouldn't call that catching up.
Well, I think I've done quite well. I mean, as far as, you know.
Weren't we supposed to, you were supposed to be doing like 5 a week, 5 or 6 a week? Is that my
There's
imagination?
1, 2, 3. There's like 5 or 6 in here from the last meeting. So that's like what 1.5 a week.
But I
No,
thought we
more
had
than that.
set a catch-up thing as 5 or 6
Yeah.
a week, or set my memory.
I think we've talked about this a lot. Yeah. I just don't know how we can move forward with that, Gil. I mean,
Well, I think I'm moving forward. I think, you know.
but you
There's so many-
understand, you
so many
understand these are
others, I
supposed to be
understand,
inspected
yes.
twice a year,
Yes.
right? We understand that.
In a year.
So
Yes.
it's now November,
Yeah.
and this in front of me says Sandy's Coffee Corner, no inspection for 2025. That's what this says.
Those are the ones that
Sausage
you just
homemade.
mentioned, right?
Sausage
Yeah,
homemade,
what she just mentioned.
That were not
no
inspected.
inspection
Yeah.
for
Correct. A
2025.
lot of them. It's
When,
almost the end of the year.
when we should be doing 2.
Mm-hmm.
There should be 2 done by next month.
2 in a year.
By the end of next month, there should be 2 done.
Oh, in a year. Year time.
The
Yes,
only-
well, the year is over next month.
But some of these
Next
may
month
have
is
been
December.
done in October or just, that's why the last time we did this, I asked for 2 years. So I could see when they were done in 24.
But if it wasn't done in January of this year,
No, but I mean, if we saw 24,
goes-
there might be some that were done in November, in December, but they still would have been.
they still should
yes.
be filled in for June this
Oh
year.
yeah, yeah.
Roughly.
Oh yeah.
Give or take, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, so from, I don't understand, Gil. Like, that's not acceptable. I think we've relayed that to you. So I would make that probably your priority tomorrow
Yes.
morning when you come in. So all these ones that are blank for 2025, I would probably get on that.
Yeah, I
That would be
mean,
my suggestion.
Yeah, I've held off other things to, you know, get this caught up and stuff, like the food pantry. Food pantry's difficult. I'm not trying to get involved when it's open because the people that are lined up there is just unbelievable.
There's not, well,
It's unbelievable.
unless
Line-
that's new, because I go there every Tuesday night to drop off bags, and they have maybe 2 or 3 cars at a time. They're not
When I
so busy that you couldn't go in.
when I went there today, it was like 6 cars in line, and I confirmed that.
Do you
They're
need a
all by
do you need a
appointment.
copy of this?
I
list,
got
Gil?
that.
You have this?
I got that. Yes.
All right.
So I would probably focus on
Yeah.
that tomorrow morning when you get it.
How many
That would be
would
my
you
suggestion.
say per week?
Well, except
Or
it's like
even the one
15
set.
15 to catch up on.
I mean, it's
It's
pretty
15
simple.
to
Like,
catch
even
up.
if you said these were done, even if you just said the benefit of the doubt, these were done
Yeah.
in December of last year.
Right,
They're
right.
still 11.
They're still over.
5 months out
Right.
because they should have been done roughly 6 months from that.
Yep.
These should have a June date, even if that was the case. We don't have the 24 in front of us, but
Yep.
these do not have a date for this year. These 11 or whatever they are.
None of them. None of
So,
them do.
I think roughly
They're
10, 11.
all, they're all July.
And then there's some that like one had a January date
Right
of
here.
this year.
Ouch.
That needs an inspection.
Twice. Because they're always having issues with their, unless they replace
Which one's
stuff,
that?
the refrigeration stuff, the Shaw's.
Yeah.
And they have never yet lost refrigeration and called us and told us. Never.
That situation.
You see it on Facebook.
Yeah.
People saying, don't go, when you go there, don't buy this and this. Their freezers are down, or the milk thing's down. Yeah.
That situation's all been corrected. That was the whole idea of the
But-
renovation.
I mean, the businesses doing their part and their responsibility of doing what they're supposed to do is completely separate from what we're supposed to do. And what we're
No.
supposed to do is do these inspections twice a year.
And Gil, this is not the first time we've said to you, this should be a priority.
Oh, I do have, you know, it is a priority. It's something.
I thought 3 months ago when we talked about this, we made it clear to you how much of a priority and how important it was to get this stuff
Yeah.
done and brought up
Understand
to
that.
date. But you don't understand because you didn't do it. You didn't do it. And you had, I think we had set something like maybe 4 or 5 a week. Whatever the number was, we suggested a number per week that you do. You clearly have not done that.
Okay,
And at
well,
this
I just-
point, I don't know that he can. I really don't know.
Like I said, how other things are to work on this and get this
This
done.
is important
Okay. I know
because
it's
of
important.
public safety.
I know
No,
it's
you
important.
don't.
I
You
do know.
haven't
I do know
brought
it's
them.
important.
Then if I were you, I would make this my number one priority for the next couple of months. Getting these done and caught up to date. So by the end of this year, all of these places would have to be inspected. No excuses. Come back with inspections. Done. Because this is not the first time that we've talked about it over the past 2 or 3 years, but I thought, like again, a couple months ago we made it very clear how significant this was, that people are going in and buying food thinking that we have inspected these places, and we have not. The schools hadn't been inspected. You can't just continue to put it on the back burner. This is an issue.
I understand that.
You're gonna have to do something about it. Understanding it and doing something about it are two different things, but you really, really have to make this a priority. I can't figure out what the complaint was on this. I have no idea.
Which one's that?
This is the email between town council, Matt Provencer, and you.
But I don't know what the problem was. Something about DPH? It doesn't, there's
Oh, that was...
no reading, no. I don't know anything about that.
Jeez, Teresa, I thought... No, I'm not gonna... I thought I sent you
It's
guys
almost
all
like
that
there's
stuff.
a piece missing?
There is a big piece missing, a huge piece
Yeah, the
missing.
initial complaint.
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't help me.
This is
Camp
an email
Kalani.
of a forward from you
Oh,
to town council and then a response from town council, but.
But we don't know what the question was that he was responding to, because he's
I
like,
gave him everything you gave me.
I'm
The only thing I
assuming it has to
disposed
do
of
with
was
Camp
the,
Kalani because that's referenced here.
it's referenced about the buildings and stuff, but,
Yeah.
The thing that
What
Robbie
was
didn't
the
want
health risk?
publicized about Dollar Tree.
because if it was Camp
press
Kalani,
release.
why wouldn't you
Press
do that?
release, you got...
That was the one thing that I disposed of.
Yeah, but I thought I followed that to him because of the fact that it went to the state.
You may have forwarded it to me, but you didn't.
No, that... To
Print
the
it,
people, yeah.
Uh-uh.
Let me see if I got a copy right here with me. This is the one that went to the state. I'll send it to you. It was a complaint that went to the state of a person that had a reservation at Camp Kalani, and when she got there, no one was there, and she tried calling the camp, and no one would answer. She called the police to make sure she was in the right spot, and no one answered. She went into a hotel room for the night, and went to the next morning. She finally got a hold of somebody the next morning, and they had a battle out, and they refunded her money back, and this is
I would
right
think that
here.
they must have a procedure.
No,
Most places have a check-in procedure.
they did. They had a check-in procedure, but no one was there.
Can I get in your office real quick to get something to say?
No one was
A small
there
fee.
to admit them into the camp.
So what does this have to do with us as the Board of Health?
It has to do with the Board of Health. What
Someone
she
had a
did.
reservation and
Nobody was there.
and nobody was there to check them in.
So what, if you read
I mean,
that,
that's what it sounds like.
read that, the girl went to the state, she went to the Undersecretary of Department of Public Health, she went to Department of Public Health and Safety, Housing and lead things, she went to the whole department, every department
But
in
the thing
state.
is, she didn't get into the building, so how could she complain about the condition? She might have afterwards, but I haven't read it, so I don't know.
Read it. Like, I swore I sent that to you. This is one of the issues with town council. We refrained from answering as of yet because supposedly it's going to the Attorney General. But this is a perfect example, change the subject a little bit, of they've got to do something about this. This could have been avoided if somebody was there to let her in the cottage. But it went through like 3 divisions of the Department of Public Health.
Again,
Environmental health.
but I don't know why it's going to them, because I would think that this issue is how they check people in. I have timeshare. If I'm gonna be late,
It is.
I call them and I make arrangements. So why don't they have something in place, and why are we involved?
That's what I'm saying, Eileen. She went directly to the
I'm
Department.
gonna read the complaint.
Go ahead, read it.
Yeah, because I don't know what it is either.
I'm
Go ahead.
just kind of understand this too, Arlene. So this was a complaint from someone that said, I am writing to formally report a serious public health and safety concern regarding the town of Hanson's Camp Quaney, where my paid reservation for the bridal cottage on September 20th, 2025 was not honored, and where I encountered multiple environmental hazards that I believe warrant immediate investigation. So these are the environmental and safety hazards. What they are is safety relating to building and code enforcement, not related to the Board of Health.
For the Board of Health, not health.
These are rough, unlit terrain with unmarked ledges and steep drop-offs. Extremely dangerous, low-lit conditions. No lighting on the paths or signage to guide guests. Abandoned buildings in visible disrepair. One building was perched on cinder blocks, and it looked like it could collapse at any moment.
Okay, that's elaboration.
I mean, the camp has only one entry/exit, raising serious concerns about emergency access and egress. So again, these are all, in my opinion, not falling under building and fire as far as safety, if they have concerns for that. I don't think this is something that we should be. I understand we might have to respond to it, but I don't think this is something that
there's nothing that for us
we should be really spending a lot of time on.
We're not spending a lot of time on it. It came down from the Department of Public Health.
Yep.
And where it's a staff issue, personnel issue, responded to the Department of Public Health. One sentence thing to the Department of Public Health, we'll pass it on to the departments, okay? And the town council, the town feels that there's possibly further actions are going to be taken by this person, contacted me, and we're working on this together so that the staff is being represented for this. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
but
got nothing
again,
to do with
what
us.
he's saying-
It has nothing to do with us. I know that. Please understand what I'm saying. It went to the Department of Public Health, then the Secretary of the Department of Public Health,
Right.
who in turn sent it down the line to me.
Right.
I responded. You see my response, a one line.
I haven't.
And then it turned in. I'll just read the thing here so because get this squared away. Get this squared away because this is how it. Read the complaint.
I would think that none of the things that you mentioned are related to health. So if it came to us, that we would be saying, somebody tried to call you. This doesn't involve the Department of Board of Health, and just leave it at that, and leave it to whoever's taking care of it.
Yeah, and it looks like there's another email here with the building inspector. He had went out, did a site visit of it, and he had sent a response email.
as well.
He sent the email
regarding
to me,
some
sent
of the
to town council.
concerns is,
Mhm.
I mean, I think part of this is that potentially maybe they didn't realize they were renting a camp.
And
Right.
it's a rustic
It's a
camp.
glorified rustic campground.
It's a rustic campground, and that's what you get at rustic.
Maybe it's not what they expected and they were a little upset over that. I don't know.
That's what it is.
But those things have been on cinder blocks for 1,000 years.
Right. Okay.
All I did is forward it to the attorney.
Yep.
It's got nothing to do with it. Just that
I didn't
send it to the other
see it,
departments
so.
involved. Read it because that's like so. You see the one line response then involve the other departments. So, and it could have been well avoided if the staff was there, if someone was there to greet the person. So,
But then,
which
that's
isn't
still not
ours.
on us.
I know it's not ours, but that could have prevented this.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it started out as someone not being there. To
Miscommunication,
check them in, whatever it was.
and then it got blown
it
up.
snowballed into what it is
Yeah.
with the complaints.
And this just reaffirms things that we get in the Board of Health office a lot. People don't get satisfaction, they call here.
But it's not our,
It's not ours, but Teresa's on the phone all
but then you refer them to the right place.
She
It would have been
does.
the building department, it wouldn't be us.
These are the other issues they cause.
And this person maybe, again, didn't know that it was a rural camp.
She grew
They're
up
from
in
North Carolina,
She grew from East
No, she
Bridgewater.
grew up in East Bridgewater.
so she should have known. Maybe it was a long time ago, I don't know, but Camp Kiwanis been the way it is my entire life. which is a long time. A long time.
So we're still waiting, the attorney is still waiting for responses from other people
Yeah, this is,
and to answer. He says we should answer the DPH and he'll take care of the responses, so.
Okay.
that's the building
So
inspector
I don't
report.
get what, I don't know, I swear. Cause some of these things are turned into a big deal. Some of these are
But
so
they're not our
weird.
big deal.
I understand that. Okay? It's the way it came down.
Yeah, this is definitely not us.
So regarding the current food inspection list and regarding the health agent review, did we want to put that off to the next meeting, or how do we want to?
Well, we can give him a minute to, and then ask. Let him catch his breath.
So Peter, just to bring you up to speed, we had a short agenda.
Yeah.
We had minutes. We passed over on the 3-month health agent review. We had a well permit application for 200 McQuon Street that was a potable well, met all the criteria. We had issued that permit. We had one septic plan for 144 Woodbine Ave that requested one variance for groundwater reduction from 5 feet to 4 feet. That was approved. The transfer station, they're going to be switching over the equipment
On the 28th.
28th of
That's,
November.
they're gonna start though on the 22nd, pulling stuff out.
22nd.
Pulling something, everything out, and then
Yeah.
the new company's going in.
On the 28th.
28th.
That's the game plan anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was no update, I mean, on my behalf, for the chairman's update. Gil had kind of run through his agent report. We were going over the current inspection list, and it looks like there was roughly 10 plus properties that are in dire need of an inspection that Arlene and I were pretty adamant that this is important and it needs to be done, and we felt that we've relayed that plenty of times, and we're not sure where the hiccup is, but Gil brought us up to speed on the Dollar Tree.
Guys, Pete, did you get any emails from me as far as Dollar Tree goes and?
I didn't. You have to look and see
I'm
who's
gonna see,
in the group, because I didn't get it either.
I did not.
So in a nutshell, the Dollar Tree, do you have the pictures just so Peter can see?
I came back.
6 inspections. I know we're targeting 8+ to catch up, to come back up to parity, so
But that hasn't been done.
that hasn't happened yet.
So the
I couldn't
Dollar
remember the
Tree,
number you said.
the Dollar Tree between Gil, the fire chief.
Sorry.
No, not a problem, not a problem.
Oh, I read about this.
Facebook.
I did send you something.
I did read about this Dollar Tree. Yeah, yes. And this, no, it was
The only thing we got was the news when they were gonna talk
it was
about.
on the news. Yep.
No, at some point we probably all got an email that said there was gonna be a press conference, and then it didn't happen. That I got. I didn't get anything else, and I don't think there were pictures attached to that.
But in a nutshell, it's an issue of them overstocking the building. I think we had this problem a while back, and it seems like it's gotten worse.
Yep. Just to be clear, so no one's hallucinating. On 11/4, I did receive an email at 3 o'clock. So, Gil, thank you.
Was the pictures part of that email?
They probably would have
No,
been filed.
that was
No pictures.
that was the one that was. It said test send, and it was about the fire chief
Yep.
doing a potential release, which he changed his mind and didn't do. This was only about the press conference.
Right, and
That was it.
And what I read in that made me feel more like it was more of a fire and building code issue than a health issue. So there was not a lot of detail in there, if I remember. Gil.
But he sent another email that had all the pictures so that we could see what was going on.
Did not see. I don't have that one.
Yeah, that was the fire department email. I couldn't find anything else.
Okay. I mean, it looks like it's just a matter of them way overstocking that building and putting too much in that building, which should be the.
Yeah.
And not having
The refrigerators in that building aren't used, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to think of it from like a health agent perspective. there?
I don't think they have any refrigerators.
No, there's
except
no
for-
refrigerator, just soda machines.
Just soda machines, okay.
There's a lot of grocery. There's like 3 aisles of grocery.
Were there any
Yeah.
concerns about, like, health concerns versus fire code concerns?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there that's expired.
Okay.
We at one point went in there and what they were stocking was expired food products.
Was there a citation or issue or like a,
It's all fire department. The fire department's handling all that.
The other
or the food piece, I mean?
No, because it's they were stocking. They were stocking food. They immediately took it off the shelf, and they found multiple boxes of food in the back room that they had to throw out because of expiration dates. And we found out at the time also that they do get delivered expired food products. There's a large amount of grocery in that store, which is unbelievable.
So was there stuff on the shelves that was available to the public that was expired that needed to be thrown out? I guess is the question.
Yeah, there is that stuff too.
Okay, so Peter's question was a citation issued for this?
No,
where it's
there was
been
no
ongoing?
citation
So
issued.
still there was not
It
been a
was
citation.
So the fire department took the lead on this. It was so dangerous.
As far as the safety concerned, yes.
Yeah.
but not the food.
Yeah.
We're talking Board of Health related here.
Yeah.
With the food products that they're selling.
The other thing was when they unload the truck, they mix food and chemicals, and they're not
Yes.
supposed to be in the same space.
And
So you might have had chemicals piled up on top of food.
so on the food inspection list, that there's no date for an inspection for Dollar Tree this year.
There was inspection there this year, I think. I'll check to be sure.
If I had it, it would be on this.
Yeah.
Fetch I have on this, I just didn't handwrite it on.
Yeah, that was.
Because I didn't want
It
to,
was just
Yeah.
recent.
I didn't want to
That was
waste
individual.
paper and print it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
as far as the Dollar Tree, for discussion purposes, what we're talking about, that has not been inspected in 2025.
No, I mean, other than me being there, this time last week or so.
So
I'll
they
go in
haven't been
there.
inspected. We're aware that there's expired stuff on the shelves, and we haven't issued a citation or done an inspection there. I find that as a big problem.
Well, I feel that, it was caught. The stuff was caught at the time, okay? I've been in Dollar Tree numerous times.
At what time was it caught, Gil, if you haven't done an inspection there?
We've been there in the last few weeks, okay? I've been in and out. The fire department is taking the lead on this. I'm not doing the lead on this. The fire department is doing it. It's a dangerous load. The building is in a dangerous load situation, okay? Anything that's being sold now is up to date as far as food code. Numerous amount of food has been thrown out, which is sad, but the building is overstocked. Like I said, headquarters, they cannot send any more product to that store until the whole situation is squared away. Dollar Tree corporate, North Star Realty corporate, and also North Star and Albertsons corporate. No product can go into that store.
I think you're missing Kevin's point.
I know, but I've been in there, so should I do an inspection
Your
while they're throwing
answer-
everything out?
That's your job,
To me-
Gil, is
Okay.
to do the inspections.
But your answer to me makes me feel like you're not understanding what Kevin is saying to you.
Because you're not seeing what I'm seeing. You gotta see what
It
I'm
doesn't
seeing.
matter what
Well,
you
let's
see.
go-
Kevin's saying the food in there is expired. There's been no inspection all year. Had there been an inspection, you would have caught that there was expired food. You're getting it after the fact because the fire department went in there and everything was done. I think you're missing the fact that he's saying to you, why wasn't anything done this year? That's the point, I think.
Yep.
Sorry.
Thank you.
That's the problem with all of these. There's no reason they shouldn't have been done. 3 months ago, we had the same conversation, and we said to you, you absolutely have to do these many a week. You haven't done that. So you're now that much further behind. You've got plenty of these places that in the past 11 months, 10 months, have not been inspected. There is no excuse that you could tell us. It doesn't matter what else you were doing. This was a priority. We told you 3 months ago
Okay,
that this was a
I understand,
priority.
right?
But moving forward, you
Moving
need to.
forward, we will do better,
Absolutely.
right? We are, because there's a lot more to this position than meets the eye.
No, this is
All
the
right?
most important thing that you can do.
This is why I'm sending stuff out to people, to realize what this department is doing. We never discuss a lot what this department is doing. And we should be doing it more, and we don't do it.
It's not, we're not talking about the department.
I'm just saying, the department itself, what this department does.
Again, you're
Okay.
not understanding.
I'm understanding for sure.
It's
so.
nothing to do with the department. This is all about inspections that are done by you. It's not overall, it's not the department. It's this, which is your job to do. We're not asking her about the minutes. That's her job to do. It's not a department thing. I don't think you realize how important this is.
I know how important it is.
Well, then why aren't you doing it?
I have a very good handle on things that happen in town. There are other things that take place.
That's not the question
a
I
fire,
asked you.
I think a fire is more important.
Not the question.
I think the safety of some of these housing things are more
Nope.
important.
No, they're not.
So,
They are not. And we're telling you as a board
I understand
that they're not.
Yes,
That this is the most important thing that you have to do, and you don't seem to
I
understand that.
do understand it.
But you're not following what we asked you to do. So how are we to know? And again, you're putting the community at risk by not following up, not doing these inspections. And I really
That-
believe you don't understand what we're saying to you. To me, there's no way to say, well, I'm busy doing this. This is priority. This absolutely is priority. We have somebody else doing all the septic. There's nothing else that you should be focusing on other than
Who's
this.
doing all the septic?
We have somebody else doing the septic.
Who?
Oh, the person.
Colin,
Oh,
the
Perks.
perks,
That's-
the perks,
Yeah.
perks. This, for the next couple weeks, you should eat and sleep these. Nothing else. Anything else comes in, back burner. These have to be done first.
Okay.
I agree. I mean, I felt like they said the same exact.
Yeah, I know. Well,
thing
hey,
months ago or whatever.
More than once.
Yeah.
More than once. Oh, sorry, I'm stealing your phone. Mine over here.
No, I've tried sending things out to make this board understand what takes place in this office.
Gil.
Okay, I understand the.
We understand you do your
okay?
job and you're doing other things, but we don't
You know?
want to hear the excuses.
It's not excuses. It's what this board. What this
There's nothing you can
department
tell me that justifies why you're not doing
Yeah.
that. You know? I mean, you could talk to your blue in the face. There's nothing you're going to
Yeah.
say to me that could justify why these are blank.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing unless you were on leave and out of work. That's the only thing that would be remotely acceptable to say that's why these things are done. Other than that, there's nothing that I would accept.
And it's not like we haven't given you an opportunity to catch that list up, because that's what we did.
And the problem is, by you not doing your job and doing what you're supposed to do, that we pounded you and asked you repeatedly to do your job, do your job, do your job with these items. Now it falls back on us, and it reflects poorly on us. It reflects poorly on the office with Teresa. It reflects poorly on the board. Because it's not Gildan do the inspections. It's the Board of Health is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, as a whole.
Absolutely. And if we told him more than once to do it, and it's still not happening, then what are we doing?
I have increased it. You know, I'm just saying it has increased. Yes, it's not all caught up, but it has
Yo,
increased.
when you say increased, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 things in here, right?
For the month?
There's 7 in here, one of which is the American Legion, which you've been in a handful of times recently because of complaints, and that's probably why that one was done, right?
No, that was.
The AA and the bowling alley next door to each other, right? T-Stop Market, I'm sure that's a quick one, right?
Was that all this
Spiro's, like,
month?
these were done this month, but you're not getting caught up. You're not doing these ones. Like, you need to look at the dates. You need to look, this
Yeah.
one needs to be done desperately. This one needs to be done desperately. You're picking and choosing. Like, you need to pick and choose and look at these dates and handle them correctly. Not just picking and choosing the easy ones and the ones you feel like doing.
That's 7 for the month, when I think we told you needed to do at least 5 a week to catch up.
No, there's about a week, but yeah.
Do you, I don't know if you remember what we
I think there were 2
suggested.
inspections a year per facility, and we wanted to catch up with a goal of 96 plus a year.
Yes.
Which would put us at 8 per month to hit 96.
So that would have been 4 a week?
Yes, that would have been,
No.
two a week if in steady state. 2 a week in steady state to catch up It would be many more than that,
And we needed a lot of catching
and
up.
we needed a lot of catching.
So you said 4 a month? Is that all?
8 a month.
8 a month.
I think when we look at the number of
All right.
facilities that require inspection times 2, I think the number was 96, but I would need to see the list again, this list here again.
And the list that we had before, there were places on it that no longer existed, which you took off.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a more accurate list.
Fetch, did you write in a date for Fetch?
I didn't, but the barbecue
But
place
the
does.
barbecue place is new.
Yeah.
So
That
even
was
if
done.
8 a month was current, you still needed to do at least another 3 or 4 a month to play catch up.
I mean, this is
Is
nice
that right?
conversation,
So-
but I.
No, but I'm just
we've
getting
had
an
this
idea.
We've had this
No, but
conversation.
I'm just
We
trying
shouldn't
to,
have to keep repeating ourselves.
It's 100.
not again and again and again, huh?
It would be 116, because there are 58 facilities that require inspection.
Okay, so that still would mean,
10 plus a month, just about 10 months.
okay, 10. But if you're behind, even if you added 4 more,
Sorry.
that's 14 a month.
Thank you, Teresa.
Clearly, that's not happening. And I haven't even looked at the past month, that's just a sense. It's not happening and we're never gonna catch up, so at what point
Yep.
do we get?
I'm also at a loss. We've been talking about this every
Yeah.
every.
I feel like the
board
amount
meeting
of
for the past
effort
couple
that we've put into this, we could have gone out and done these inspections.
Yep.
So, are there options to increase the inspections? Like, what are the options? We're thinking about it.
We're not hiring somebody to do it.
Right, to
But
meet-
that's
to
not
meet
an
the-
option.
Right.
Not
I
an
mean,
option.
we've already, I mean, as far as the health agent's position and their job responsibilities, which in the past had included witnessing perk tests. They had handled the Maven stuff before in the past?
No. We
No,
had the,
during
No.
COVID, but
during
no.
COVID they did, but before we
So-
had the
Partners.
nursing, and
So
they
we've-
got out of
Well,
it.
yeah.
We've already taken a big
The
burden
Maven away?
off of the health agent's job responsibilities
Mhm.
by subcontracting out the perk tests using
Holly.
Sweeney Engineering, Paul McSweeney, which is a, you know, it's a time-consuming task. It sometimes can take up a half day or a full day, or, you know, it can take up quite a bit of a day.
Yep.
So we've already removed that and taken that away. That I don't see why, I don't think this is a time issue. I
You don't think it's time management?
I think it's a neglect issue, personally. That's what I think it is.
I
I just don't
I don't
see-
feel that's the way it's.
I just don't see how, from January this year to now the 11th month this year, why some of these haven't been done. I just, there's no excuse.
Even
in
after
11
we said this was a priority.
months. I mean, to me, that's just neglect. That's just disregarded neglect. That's my opinion, but.
Yeah. And we've recommended an action plan. Do we need to document?
We absolutely need documents.
And it's
I just-
also not fair to these business owners in town too.
And
Where
the
their
people,
business, where their
they're eating
business,
food there.
well, them too, but also the business owner that does everything right, and their establishment hasn't been inspected in 11 months, and it looks poorly on them.
Right, that they're not
Even though they're
state.
doing everything correct,
Yeah.
and they're running a good business, but it hasn't been inspected,
Through no fault of their own.
it's not their fault, and it reflects poorly on them, it reflects poorly on the board, and that's on the assumption that everything is in tip-top shape. But it's our responsibility as a board to do these.
But again, these places, if they know the Board of Health's not gonna come in, they don't have to be as stringent on what they're supposed to be doing. Because no one's
No,
gonna
that's,
check anyway.
it travels very fast when I'm out there inspecting. So,
Nothing's
yes.
being done. I think if I was supposed to do something and the inspectors never came in, I probably wouldn't use as much time and energy on that, because no one's coming to check on it anyway. That's my own personal view.
And that's the front page. So what about this back page? We have the 4 schools on here, or 3 schools on here, that were done in June.
Did the Whitman agent do those?
We do them together, we're doing them next week.
I'd like to
together.
see those reports at some point. Maybe
So,
I'll go in the office after.
The other, what about the mobile trucks?
He just sold those.
Those are gone.
Yeah,
So-
he just sold them.
They're gonna come off.
So there's 3
Yeah.
mobile units.
What's the names?
Sally Hughes,
Yeah, she's gone.
Burt's Ice Cream.
He just sold his truck.
So those don't need to be done, they can be
They'll
removed.
come out.
from
Yep.
those. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 churches.
Those are done, those are part, like I said, so.
Are they done?
There's no dates, there's
No.
nothing here.
No, they do potluck. I don't really do the churches. So.
They have kitchens, and they should be done. Doesn't matter what they do.
I'll check what she did.
with potluck, but
so.
they prepare food in those kitchens. They do, because I've been to one of the churches where we baked cookies and made sandwiches.
I'll have to go back in the record, so.
They're not being done.
I'm doing
and they
the
should
job.
be.
I'm doing the job. I do my job right. I do my job good.
But you're not doing this part of your job.
I understand that, okay? I understand that. I'm working, I'll correct the situation. I will cancel things immediately as far as what I'm doing, because there is nothing else really going on right now. And this is the time I should be catching up on. But at the end of the year here, it's by the year. It's not by calendar year, whatnot, it's by the year. You know, and that's why we're trying to, you get it spread out through the course of the year.
Yeah, I still.
Gil, can we ask that you document an approach that addresses the number of inspections required times 2 per year and share that back with us?
Yep.
That's a start. And then hold
Yes,
yourself to that.
let's do
Hold
it
yourself
because
to that approach. So
Kicking.
just to be very clear, we're asking you to document your approach to address the number, to catch up with the number of inspections and then achieve steady state. And by count, if it's 2 per year, it's by count of inspections required. And what's the number that requires you to catch up? And then what's the number for steady state? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to ask her.
Is that okay to ask that? I don't mean to speak out of turn.
Really fine.
All right.
I need to ask her a question, but wait.
Go ahead. Go
Is
ahead.
it possible for you to update this list and then just email it to us?
Yeah, I have
So
it
that we have
updated.
an
I
update?
have it updated right now. I just didn't want to waste the paper.
Paper?
So this is the only one that was missing was the
Fetch, and I have that in my
But she's got the
document.
ones in the back she's going to take off.
Yeah, I can do it right now.
So, and she could just do the back page. She doesn't have to redo. But I want to see them because I just.
Is the Rod and Gun Club? Did you put that on? Is that on now?
Pardon me?
The Rod and Gun Club?
Yes, I did that. Yeah.
And I think we should also have a response from you, Gil, in writing regarding the churches. The 5 churches that,
Haven't
the
been done.
status, whether they've been done, they haven't been done, if they need to be done.
Yeah, I'll have to check that because I thought because the churches
You want
don't
me to
really.
answer? I can tell you.
You can.
I can tell you the answer. The board wanted them inspected because there was a question, do you want them to do a potluck waiver? The board was against that.
When was that?
Back maybe
I'd have to go
4
through the
years?
minutes. It was, I
5 years?
think, I want to say Melissa was on the board. And the board wanted them inspected. They didn't want the potluck waiver because the person that was doing the inspection said they can do a waiver, like they can make a posting at their facility to say it's a potluck
That's one of
waiver.
the requirements, right?
Right. So you could do that, and the board said no, they didn't want to do that. They wanted them inspected. That was a few years ago.
And Melissa's been.
I think it was
4?
Melissa. Don't hold me to that.
No,
but I know
but we had a discussion.
Kathy was doing the inspections at the time.
Yes.
Yes.
And she hasn't done
And she
them
could-
for a couple of years now for us.
Right.
I'll check that. See what she's doing.
So I'm trying to understand, in regards to churches, there are 2 options. One is inspection and the other is a waiver protocol.
But yeah, but
Like
we
a
didn't
potluck,
want.
like a potluck
Yeah.
post, and the board voted that they decided they didn't want that. They wanted the churches inspected because some of the churches, like for example, Congregational Church, they have a lot of functions up there, like a
They
lot
do,
of
and like
functions.
they might have a spaghetti dinner. That's not a potluck. That's something they prepare and serve there.
Are they selling or are they just serving?
They sell. They usually sell. It's a fundraiser.
They do a little of
Yeah.
everything,
They
but
do
they're
everything.
very busy.
So
up
it's
there.
not just potluck. Every
So-
individual bringing
with
it
the,
in.
With the potluck, from what I remember, I've read the advisory a few times, that you're not actually allowed to sell. You can accept donations, but you're
Yeah.
not allowed to, it's non-profit, like,
Right.
type of thing. It's
For
not.
the potlucks, but they have spaghetti dinners and a movie, like they do them on Thursday nights, and you pay a fee to have
not a-
dinner and
you're
watch
not-
the movie.
You're not sharing a donation.
Not a potluck.
It's not a fee, it's a donation.
Sounds great. Yep.
You're paying money.
I know.
Yeah, like they have the movie nights and all
They
that.
have the movie nights,
I know.
and
I
it's a
understand.
fundraiser.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not a
I'll
potluck.
check into that one because
Search that, that's,
Sorry.
yeah, if you search that, that
Oh, for the
explains
potluck?
it.
Yeah, it's not. a lot of them, that's not what they're doing. Because I know I went over there one night and was, we were making sandwiches and cookies that they were going to be handing out to homeless people, like in Brockton or something. But that food was prepared in the kitchen.
See, with the potluck advisory though, that if they're in compliance with that advisory, then what it says is they're not under the jurisdiction of the Board of Health. So
Right.
it doesn't necessarily give us the jurisdiction to say that we can accept or not accept them to be exempt. That if they're following the criteria of that advisory, that they would be exempt as long as they're following it.
Yep.
And they're doing that. Then we have no jurisdiction, and they have to post signage that states that as well.
Right.
But
Right.
we don't really have the jurisdiction to say, yes, they can do that, or no, they can't. I don't believe.
I agree based on what I.
What do you mean, be potluck?
Yes.
Participants at the event must be informed that neither the food nor facilities have been inspected by the state or by local Board of Health agencies.
But
That's
how
the-
do we determine whether, is this supposed to be like all of their events a potluck? Does that,
That would be up to our enforcement.
okay. So, yeah, it's
require a
not,
conversation.
huh?
It would probably require a conversation.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out if maybe once a year they have a potluck, okay, but the rest of their events are fundraisers,
Yeah.
where they're selling food and whatever else goes with it, then it's not just potluck.
Well, it's food can be like served. They
Mhm.
can share food at the gathered event. No compensation may be provided for bringing food to the event. The event is sponsored by a group of individuals or by a religious, charitable, or nonprofit organization. The event may not be conducted for commercial purposes, but money may be collected to support religious, charitable, or nonprofit organizations. And the participants at the event must be informed that neither the food nor the facilities have been inspected by the state or by a local public health agency. So if they're in compliance
With
with
that,
this advisory, it's essentially not under our jurisdiction. But it can't
but do
be.
we know if any of our churches have that signage?
Again, that would be back. to
Yeah,
enforcement,
okay, 'cause I thought-
whether or not
I'm just,
to make that judgment call on if they're in compliance with it or not. And if they're not in compliance with it and they're doing that, then they would be in violation of this.
Okay, and I guess we need to look up when the board,
Yeah.
is there a way to?
I mean, that's kind of irrelevant anyway.
Keywords, you can, is there an easy way?
No,
Might be
I-
January of 2015. That is when other towns changed their policy based on state advisory.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
Wasn't that one?
No,
Got it.
no,
No.
we can figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, what the passport did was it's kind of irrelevant.
No, but I'm just wondering, there might have been a reason that at that time they didn't recommend doing that. That's all I wanna know.
So maybe the churches require a little bit more research before we
Yeah.
move forward.
Definitely.
But we don't need that same research to move forward with all of the other establishments on.
Oh, no.
All right.
So did we, as far as the 3-month health agent review from last time, we did a review and we had set, I think it was 3 months, it was
We
3
did.
or 6 or whatever it was.
It was.
So as far as discussion on that, I mean, this is and has always been my main concern, is the food inspections.
Food
I
inspections?
spoke about it plenty of times. I mean, we've gone around and around that they've never been up to speed. Are they in better status? Some are. Some absolutely aren't. They're very out of date. Like I said, there's nothing that I can hear that would be an acceptable excuse as to why they're not done. We've talked about it. We've tried to really, really push this along and given plenty of suggestions and tried to come up with numbers, and we've talked about it for a long time, and it just doesn't seem to be received. So to me, that's just disregard. I don't know what to do with that. I mean, that's just me, but. And they need to be done. They need to be done in an order. And like when you look at this, what one are you going to inspect? The one that was done in July, or the one that hasn't been done this year? Like, that's common sense. These ones that haven't been done are a priority.
Sort by.
The ones that are blank.
Someone doesn't
blank.
need to tell you
Yeah.
that.
The ones that are blank are the ones I'm doing. I believe, we've kicked the can down the road here, and I'm, get out there and I will do it. Get it done. Okay, And as far as, the job is the job, and I'm doing the job, and I'll do the job better as far as these inspections. We kick the can down the road, and it's gonna get better.
But you can't kick the can down the road. That's been done. End of the road comes down.
So,
The only other thing I would say in terms of the, you asked about performance is inconsistency in monthly reports.
Do we have any reports for today? No. So you don't have an agent report, Gil? Like a written agent report like we've done in the past?
yeah.
I don't have it.
I
You
didn't
didn't
look
give
at
me
this
any?
yet.
You didn't give me the handwritten reports you did?
Yeah.
You didn't give me any.
No, I think maybe this is all the stuff we signed, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see one in there.
You didn't
I
get
thought maybe this
Mixed
was
in with that stuff over
those.
there?
You didn't give me any.
These are all,
Did you leave them
I
on your
want to
desk?
say there was a meeting maybe that Kevin wasn't at, that it was you and I,
correct.
and we brought that up. There was a meeting where I know we brought that up, that it was inconsistent. It was being done, not being done. That's still an issue for me.
I'd like to see all these ones that are blank done by the next meeting, personally. I think this should
Well,
be
then make it a mandate.
I think this is what should happen tomorrow morning. I've said it many, many times, there's just no excuse for it.
I agree.
Then make it a mandate.
I mean, there's 13 blanks here. And if they were done, we're talking about if they had been done, and let's just, the benefit of the doubt, that they were all done in December of '24.
They
They're
still missed
11
two.
months old.
Right. And they should be done twice a year.
They're 11 months old.
Right.
And that's at best.
Mm-mm.
And I have a feeling if we go back
They're
to
more than that.
24 inspections for these,
You will
they were
find
done
that
in
it's
December.
much longer, because I didn't bring with me, but it's probably home.
One of being supermarket in town was done in January this year.
Yeah, it was on your desk. You probably didn't see it.
And there's
No,
a
I
lot
didn't
of
see it.
potential that I've gone in there and
When did you put it on there?
built in something.
I did it this afternoon.
Yeah.
Gone to the manager, not telling them I was on the board of health, but just saying, you have milk in there, it's expired.
I've done the same.
And gone and just helped her pull it all out.
It was on her desk. She probably didn't realize I put it on her desk, so. You wanna look at it, you want? It's not stamped, so.
That's because I didn't know it was there.
I know, yeah, so. You wanna look at
I'll
it?
take a look at it, sure. So as far as our review for the board, Peter, do you have anything you wanted to follow up on from the last time we spoke about this?
I agree with both points shared by my fellow board members. The inconsistency of the agent's report and the need to catch up on inspections and move into a steady state.
Bring up to date.
Yep.
Because to see in the agent report as far as what, the
Getting a written copy.
We don't get these every
meeting.
month.
I believe you do. Well, we'll check it out, I
Sure.
believe.
I think recently you picked it about it. I think a while back.
Maybe 8 months ago or something like that, way back
Yeah.
when.
Within the span of a year.
Yeah, I mean, holy goodness.
It should be 12.
I'm trying to put more information on it, like different addresses and stuff that, like I say, trying to communicate better because there's so much stuff happening in town that, I've been told that, I get calls, well, we don't know anything about this, but,
Arlene, may I see the invoices, please? Are they signed?
Did I pass these to you, right, Peter? I think.
You did, yes. And I've signed those.
Thank you.
And there was only one that we had to make up among.
And there was an email chain in the back that did not have stamps. I don't know if it was an FYI, but it's the very last one with the large clip.
Yeah, it didn't make sense, so we talked about it.
I agree.
But that was.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, it was good.
the pictures, can I get those pictures back?
I believe I handed, they're right there. Sorry, I didn't hand them back.
No, it's because Peter looked at them.
No, because I think I handed them to you so you could look at them. But I never got an email of those attached. You need to check your email chain too.
I'll check the email.
You
Maybe
should,
I
because
can,
you think we're getting notified of
you
stuff and we're
decide,
not.
yeah, I mean, I scan the stuff in and then I send it out. 'Cause I thought maybe, maybe somebody, Peter, yourself, maybe follow this thing with the South Shore Stars. Peter's, you going to public health, you're doing public health stuff? Is that what you're doing, getting a degree or something in public health?
No, I have a public administration. It's my degree.
I said health, something.
I do have an environmental.
Would you go to a school,
Yeah.
something? Well, what we have is I'll just go South Shore Stars Kids.
Mhm.
It's a group out of Weymouth. They work with kids. They're going to take over Rainbow Camp at some point in time for 2 months, and they're going to do the whole process of, hiring teachers and
Can you guys sign those,
counselors
please?
and
It's not stamped because I didn't know.
Yeah, of course.
that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Something you might want to follow. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's going to take place over the next few months. So.
Between South Shore Stars and the Rainbow Camp. Yeah.
Rainbow Camp, yeah. They figure between 250 to 300 kids, so
Wow.
it's interesting. This be a complete program from the ground up. So maybe I'll send that to you. Maybe you might be interested in participating in some of that stuff. So.
I'll give it a read. Absolutely. Thank you. I saw that you were able to visit the food trucks on site at the filming in Kewanee.
Yeah, I did that, but should have been done. They had their permits and stuff, but I didn't do any reports on it. But I was up there because they had state.
If they pulled their permits, that sounds like the right.
So
They've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
So
well, those people are from they're from Melrose, someplace out there, someplace.
It's just interesting that they were filming over at Kewanee.
Yeah.
It sounds like a neat experience.
but they have scouts that are out looking for stuff a year or two in advance.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're coming back. They're supposed to be coming back in a couple of months.
Nice.
So what is the board's expectations for our next meeting, I guess, regarding,
How many inspections are needing to be caught up?
well, 14?
So our expectation would be to execute the 14 inspections that are gaps
Absolutely.
and document the plan to move forward into steady state. So plan to do that.
I think the 14 inspections plus an update on how we're going to move forward with the.
But we're gonna have a
five
discussion with,
churches.
the churches.
So, but enforcement, I mean, is not, we're not out
not
there
being
doing
done.
enforcement. There's no gray area with this. They either qualify for the potluck advisory, and that's how they're proceeding forward with doing the events they're doing, or they fall under the jurisdiction of the Board of Health, and we need to do
inspect them.
inspections. So that has to go one direction or the other, and we need to document such.
No, I agree with that because I was in the impression.
We can't
Yeah.
just say, we're not gonna do inspections because of X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
That's fine if they wanna go that route. I have no problem with it personally. They're within the law to do that, but we need to document that that's what they're doing. So if that's what they're
You need
doing,
to sign every
I
page.
think we should get something in writing from them
Okay.
certifying that, and that's what they're doing, and then that would be your responsibility to enforce that that's what they are doing.
There's the only thing I did with a church, the United Christ Church in Mount Ponset, that they had a tenant living in the kitchen, and the church themselves called me down there.
Was that a while ago or was that recently?
Yeah, that
No,
was.
that was a few years ago.
That was a long time ago,
Years
because
ago,
their
yeah.
kitchen is now, as far as I know,
It's not.
wasn't being
It's
used.
a non-functioning kitchen.
Right.
Just doing top page.
Yeah, after the fire, they never had a kitchen. Yeah, that was just as we got it last.
So we're all clear on that? We're all in agreement on that?
Absolutely.
So that's our.
And the number was
expectation,
minimum 13.
14.
Is
14?
to do these.
And then the church.
All these inspections that are out of date. Yep. that have not been done in the last 6 months. So any of these that do not have a valid date, we expect them done. And we expect an update, something in writing on the churches, or inspections done. For our next meeting, I guess.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't know, do you want this back?
Yes, please. The same one that's online, if you went online with
I'm
it,
just, yeah.
isn't handwritten.
Yeah.
Peter, do you have anything else?
I do not. Apologies to the board for being late. I was traveling from Boston. It was
No problem.
not a good day.
I get it.
Next time you'll have to park your car in Hanson, then we'll come and get you. Take the train, it's so
Gotta do something else. Yeah.
Howie, did you have anything further?
Oh, I wanted to give you guys a couple updates on the things that I've been doing, which I won't be at next month's meeting. I will call in, but I won't physically be here. I guess I'll be in Seattle. I've been working on getting information about removing food from the waste. I've been working with the planner to update our emergency dispensing site plan. And again, this is something we can talk about in January, just so that bringing things up to date, because our plan is like, hasn't been done since 2017. And it needs to be brought up to date. Those are just a couple things. So you know.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
You look like you are.
I need that, blue folder.
Blue thing. You were looking.
Teresa, did you have anything that you want to bring up?
No, thank you, and I need that as well. Did you sign it? You're not gonna take anything.
Yeah, we did.
You can't walk out of here with any papers. They're
All right,
mine.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn if someone wants to make one.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
A second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5:27.
5:27.